Part B,
Part B.
what else you want to talk about?
So, Firehouse.
Please, I wanna make some money. I've been making money on this for 6 months, maybe longer.
We, when we started talking about migrating Firehouse in, we actually paid Firehouse to come down here for a day and a half. And the IT committee, along with some other persons, sat down, a meeting with Firehouse, and we discussed what we wanted Firehouse to do, how we were gonna set it up, how we were gonna provision it, how it was gonna integrate with our systems, and how to accomplish that. Firehouse was golden, everything was good, we got the approval to go ahead and configure it the way we planned on. We got Firehouse installed on our servers, we started testing it, looked good to us. I called Firehouse as one last attempt to make sure we were good to go before we started loading people in. We got one of their senior web app technicians in. We logged into the first one, he looked at the first instance of Firehouse, said everything looks good. He logged out of the first one, logged into the second one, and he said, "Whoa, did you just use the same username?" Yeah, you can't do that. We did that, it works. No, it won't work.
Multiple licenses.
No, not even a license issue. Long story short, Firehouse is not made to have, it's not made for an ESD like this, where we have a bunch of departments and standalone departments operating on one system. And so when you log in the first time, it creates a user profile for that user on the host, on the server. When they log into the next version that they need to use, say you got a user in ARC logs in, he logs in, it creates him a profile with ARC's database name. When he logs out and logs into a Bullard department, he's still got the ARC information. And so when he saves a report to Bullard, what he thinks is going to Bullard is actually going to go into ARC. And there's no way around it for Firehouse. So Firehouse's fix was to create 3,300 logins and manually manage them. So each person would have 12 different usernames and passwords. And that's the best they can give us.
What'd you take away from this meeting, Matt? Well,
Yeah.
That is the best they could give us. The way we figured out a way around this, to keep our Active Directory integration so that everybody has one username and one password, that's what they use to get into every single thing ESB related, is to spin up another server and have 12 virtual machines running on this piece of hardware and install each version of Firehouse onto a different virtual machine. So they don't, one version of Firehouse won't even see the other. They won't have anything to do with the other one. And that alleviates our problem. To do that's gonna cost money. This is what we tried to prevent by having the meeting with Firehouse, because I wanted to come to you guys with everything we needed to make it work. But Firehouse dropped the ball and we didn't catch it either.
I mean, stuff happens.
Okay, so I want Firehouse, I want some money, revenue, I want to start billing for some of these calls, but can we, what are we gonna?
Wait a second, Paul. You want us to build? Oh.
On this call. Stay focused. All right, I wanna take this money out, but I wanna, whatever budget area we're taking it out of, when we get our first batch of money from Firehouse, I wanna go back and reimburse it, is what I'm wanting to do. In other words, it's $12,394, let's just say 12,400. I wanna pull it out.
The budget doesn't work out. The CPA won't let you take and put money back in the account from something else. Now, it will be shown as other income.
So it can offset it.
And it will offset it in the
In,
long
still in
run.
the fiscal year?
And, well,
I'm kinda with you, Mac, I agree, but I don't wanna publicly say it. Go ahead, Terry.
if all this is approved, what, Larry, probably July, we would be able to start logging calls in the Firehouse, and it will go. And there again, doing it like this, we've already checked with Fire Recovery USA and Firehouse, and they said that they can integrate all 11 report systems out of the, listen to this, man, out of the 12 virtual machines into one recovery hub.
Okay.
so that we can look at every report that's come from all different departments and run recovery hub. We can check off this bill, this bill, this
Right.
bill, and it'll go in, so
Not missing
it's all
any fish.
integrated.
Catch
So
all.
hopefully, in July, we will have integrated Jackson Heights into the system and begin to, do the reports and billing there and build upon that with other departments as we go. So I will give you my word
Yeah.
that sometime before October one, we will have billed for one report.
Okay.
Hope it's late.
Hopefully, like,
Just joking.
I guess what part of the budget are we gonna take earmark?
Well,
That's my question.
um,
Because if we take it out, I feel like we ought to put it back somehow.
well,
If we get revenue, if we get revenue.
it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
We can take it out of the technology fund,
Okay.
and it's gonna cause our technology fund to
Go to
go
nothing.
into a negative
Yeah.
somewhat.
You're
But,
gone for the rest of the year, okay?
all right.
You don't come out.
Look under combined.
I think what I'm going with this is to say, do we need to pull out a contingency on this one so we don't just blow
Well,
up IT?
Well, all right, hold on. 51,000, operating expenses, 51000.
Mhm.
That is the line that, isn't that the line, that is one of our budget lines. 51000.
That's all.
That's operating expense. Here's our budget, okay? This is our budget. As long as we don't go over this we're good. All this stuff drives this, okay? So we can be negative in some areas, line items, and be positive in some line items. As long as that number doesn't go negative, we're good.
Okay.
So, even though we will go negative in technology,
Yeah.
like on legal fees, I've said we're gonna use
Right.
27%. That's gonna offset the negativity of the technology fund.
Well, we get some revenue, which may not be this fiscal year, but as we get revenues, is that just gonna go in the general?
It will go into 46,470 miscellaneous income, more than likely.
Okay.
And see, we've already got $4,200 in that from something else. So we're
Get some
making,
miscellaneous, we have other-
we've got more money coming in than what we budgeted.
Okay. I know we're under budget, I'm just saying, we're killing.
Hold on. Our director of finance has a suggestion.
Okay.
For this one particular line item,
Yeah,
we did not budget any of our Cherokee County funds.
okay.
There's,
42,000.
there's $12,847 that we have gotten so far this budget year. You could make a motion to do a budget revision, amendment, and use the Cherokee County funds to pay for this.
We did budget Cherokee County funds. We did not budget state grant funds, training income.
Right here.
We didn't. No. We,
Oh, you did,
look,
yeah,
right here.
okay.
See?
What about this?
We did not budget that. We did not budget that.
Oh,
That
we're
was
gonna
those
use
four.
this.
Those
We can
four.
use this. You can use the state grant fund
State grant fund,
and the ETMC EMS funds. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong one, or the miscellaneous.
This wrong, Terry, I just instead of just killing a budget area, I just thought if we had some.
we're not gonna be killing our budget. We're killing that one line item, we're using it, but the overall budget for that,
I think another way of saying it, Paul, is we under budgeted a little bit in one area, but we over budgeted in the other, so we're still all right.
I know as a whole we're all right, and I know we're gonna make money with this thing. That's what I was trying to say, when we make some revenue, go back and fill that glass back up, and he told me that's not doing it.
well, we'll be filling it up top, it just won't trickle down to that.
We're never draining the glass all the way anyways.
I hear you. All right. Yeah.
Okay. So we ready to go ahead with this before we go to item number 3? Yes. Deal, okay. All right.
Do you want a motion to move
I
forward
need,
on this?
need a motion, and do we need to, include motion in what fund it comes out of?
I would, that way we'll know. it's coming out.
So a budget revision.
Come out
Yeah, we need to make a budget
Technology.
revision too.
Come out of
Well,
technology.
Or you wanna make the motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion there. No more computers, laptops, nothing for y'all for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Okay.
I make a motion to modify our budget
All right.
as spoken.
We're not gonna be modifying the budget.
No, you don't wanna do that, he wants to use the
The
IT.
IT budget.
That's
Use
fine.
IT, and then at the end of the year, if we had to do a budget transfer or something, we can look at it then, but we won't because we've got it.
Eventually, we're gonna get revenue.
Okay, hear a motion to approve this purchase, it's additional for Firehouse,
Make a motion.
$12,394. Mr. Wilson, seconds Mr. Teeson's motion. All right, Mr. Teeson made the motion, Mr. Wilson seconds it. All right, gentlemen, all in favor?
All right.
Say aye. All right,